Hello and welcome back. Thank you very much for joining me today. And I think we're going to have just a really lovely day, and I thought we would spend it together. I've got a few sort of little bits and bobs to do, and I thought it might be nice to share them with you. Firstly, I purchased a pineapple the other day and I've cut it up and I've been eating it, and I really want to see if I can propagate a pineapple plant from the top of the pineapple top. So I thought we would do that together. First up, I'm keen to get that going. The little top of it's sort of been left, I'd say maybe overnight. I think it's been overnight. So it's had a chance to sort of calcify the end of it. So I thought we'd do that together first up, and then I am scheduled for a delivery today. You know, I have been trying to really slowly just transition to more healthy and better choices when it comes to, you know, my products and the things that I'm using. So this delivery today is kind of continuing that process. I was in the market for a new one, and I did a lot of research, and so I have, I'll show you once it arrives, but I've got this coming today. So I am very excited to kind of see it and actually kind of start using it. So we'll do that together today. I need to get out into the garden. There are so many cucumbers that need harvesting, so we'll pop outside into the cottage garden and do like cucumbers and things. And the weather is just all over the place, so they are sort of forecasting storms later on. So we'll see how the day kind of unfolds. And then depending on how it all kind of goes and depending how this video goes, we might end up spending 2 days together. I'm just not sure yet. But I hope you will join me for it. As I said, thank you so much for coming and joining me here in my little corner on the internet, and I hope you really enjoy it. So this is the pineapple top. As you can see, that is where I've just separated it from the sort of main, so normally obviously there'd be a big pineapple here underneath. So I've just cut the top off, and the rest of the pineapple I've cut up and I'm eating at the moment as a little snack. But yeah, I've preserved the top, given I had so much success last time with propagating the pineapple from a top. I thought I'd give it another try. So this particular pineapple that I bought at the farm shop, it actually had like a little side sort of growth on it. So I've separated that off as well, and I'm wondering whether I might be successful in getting this one to also sprout a root system. And I thought, in case you find this interesting, maybe we would do this process together. So as I've said, I've literally just cut it right off the top of the pineapple. I did that yesterday. So it's kind of had a day for the end here just to kind of dry out a little bit. And then what I'm going to do, so what we need to create is almost like a stem that the root system can kind of establish from. So I'm going to remove all of the leaves from about here down to create like a root system, to create a stem for the root system to grow. And I'm going to do the same thing on the little one. So basically all you do is just peel these little leaves off. It does take a minute and it is a bit messy, which is why we're doing it in the laundry, but you can see they kind of just come off. So I'm going to spend a few minutes just peeling those off, and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, as you can see, I've pulled off a bunch of the leaves. And then, if the camera focuses, come on, you can do it. Can you sort of see there, I've created like a little tiny stem there. I have to say, as I was pulling the leaves off, it almost looks like, if the camera, oh gosh, the camera, please. There we go. Can you kind of make out there very quickly while it's trying to focus? It almost looks like it's starting to get roots, like here. So I'm going to take that as a good sign. So that's that one. And then I'm just going to do the same thing for the little one here. It's already got like a little bit of a stem, and I think this time, so last time I planted the pineapple in dirt and just made sure I really kept the water up. But I thought this time, I had seen online, so I might do a little bit more research this afternoon. I had seen that a few people put their pineapple in water, like little jars of water, and just submerged this little bit here until the root system had established, and then they planted it in the ground. So you definitely don't want to just go and put this directly into your garden. You really need to keep the water up so that the roots establish. So it's going to be whatever's easiest for you. I kind of thought maybe I would trial the water this time and maybe almost just leave it on the, you know, kitchen counter somewhere so I can kind of keep an eye on it and see how the root system goes. Anyway, so that's kind of the plan. So let me just pull the leaves off of this one. All right. So I've removed the leaves from the bottom of this one, you can see there. And so they are both ready to go. What I think I'm going to do, I don't know whether to just put them straight in water now or let them, I mean, I've let the end sort of heal over a little bit. So maybe it's okay for me to put them straight into water now. Maybe I'll have a little hunt around and see if I can find some sort of glass that will keep the top bit suspended, but this bit here just sort of touching the water, almost, you know, like its little bottom just being in the water. Let me have a little hunt through and see what I can find in my cupboards. All right, I think I've had some success. I mean, this one's maybe not the best, but you can see the little sort of stem is down. And then this one was perfect. The little stem is down. So let's head into the kitchen and fill these up with water and get them situated somewhere, and we'll kind of just be a bit of an experiment. I'll see how it goes. If they look like they're getting too much water, maybe I'll have to change plans and pop them in the dirt. But we'll definitely play with it over the next couple of days and just see how it looks. So here we go. I've got both of the jars filled up with just some filtered water, and I don't know if it's going to come across well on camera, but basically you can just see the water line here on this one, so it's only just covered, and then it's similar here, the ends just covered on this one. So I'm going to keep an eye on that over the next couple of days. We'll see how they go. I'll definitely keep you updated with this little experiment. And yeah, I'll be very excited if this works and they get a root system and we're able to kind of plant them up. I do think with the pineapple that I've already got outside, if I'm going to be growing a little crop of pineapples, I would actually like them to be planted in an area altogether. So I'm wondering if we might need to relocate the pineapple that's currently out in the garden, and I'm wondering if I move all the pineapples down to the orchard or something like that. But that's in a couple of weeks' time. We'll worry about that once these ones start to get their root system. But so excited. But as I said, I'll definitely keep you posted and let you know how it is all going. But the deliveries have just arrived, so I am going to get going with that and we'll unbox them and I'll show you what I got. I'm actually really interested to see how this is going to go. This is me continuing my journey with kind of swapping things to the non-tox kind of varieties. So yeah, let's get unboxing. As you can see, I have just unboxed a very large and exciting delivery. I've just bought myself a stainless steel electric fry pan. As you know, I'm trying to sort of move towards sort of more low tox cooking and skincare and all sorts of things this year. And so I thought I've got ceramic ones at the moment, but I thought a stainless steel one would be really nice to use. There's just certain times if I'm doing my meal prep and that where I need a larger, deep fry pan, and these just are incredible. So it's electric, so you just like plug it in and yeah, there you have it. She is absolutely gorgeous. This is the Breville Thermal Pro, I think it was called. But I will test it. As you can see, I've only just unboxed it. I shall test it out and I'll let you know how I get on with it. But very, very exciting. I'm just admiring the craftsmanship on this is incredible. The whole thing is basically stainless steel, but it is so beautifully made. You can see that it's got the little, I mean, I'm sure that's not what it's called, but I call it like a little gravy rest that you can kind of put down and tuck it under, and it tilts the fry pan a little bit so your gravy and that goes to one end and you can easily sort of scoop it out. But I think that is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I hope it works as well as my current sort of stovetop stainless steel pan, because they are incredible. As I said, I will let you know how I get on with this. Now, I also picked up something else, and this is actually influenced by someone that I follow on YouTube. And they happened to have it at Maya, so I was able to pick it up at the same time as I got the fry pan. I've got Mum here with me. If you can hear some walking around, Mum's here. But I was influenced actually by Leonora. I don't know if you follow Leonora on YouTube, but her mum gave her, Mum's just like gasping, for Leonora's Christmas advent calendar. Her mum gave her these really, Mum's like, I can already smell it, gave her these really gorgeous, I don't know what you would even call them. They're like, it's like a wax fragrance that you can pop in your sort of wardrobes, drawers, that sort of thing. Look at the branding on that. Scented wax tablets. The brand itself is an Italian brand, and it can trace its sort of origins back to 1221, which is absolutely incredible.
Is it organic?
I don't think it's an organic one, but they, because of like the candle wax and stuff, I guess, but the branding on it is absolutely beautiful. And I got the rose fragrance ones. They do have their own website here in Australia, but they sold out of the rose fragrance on the website. Okay, it is taped down, as you can see. Do we have scissors? Yes, we do. Do you want to just, I'm just getting Mum to,
If I can see it.
Run the scissors along the top there. Oh God, don't cut yourself. Oh wow, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So I don't know if I finished my story there. Leonora's mum had discovered this brand when she was in Italy, and she purchased these wax tablets for Leonora as part of her Christmas advent calendar. No, it comes across all right. Mum's just saying, did I want the light on? It actually comes across okay on camera. Look at these. They're handmade wax tablets. And so it's like, can you see? And then they've got on the back, they've got the branding. Oh gosh, camera's not focusing. They've got a little branding symbol there on the back. But and they've got the rose. Oh my gosh, the smell is, you don't even need to be close to it. It's perfuming beautifully. But it is the rose fragrance. God, it smells gorgeous, doesn't it? It's such a beautiful little smell. Oh, I love those. So what I thought I was going to do was, we have a really hot climate here, and I'm a little bit nervous about just popping these wax tablets in my wardrobe in case it gets really hot and they melt. So I'm going to pop mine on a little sort of plate, like a little decorative plate, and then pop it in my wardrobes. And the goal is to kind of scent your wardrobe beautifully and sort of almost scent your clothes. So they just come as a set of 2. So I thought I would try one, and I thought I would give one to Mum for her to try. But yeah. And if they work really well, and I'm hopeful that they will, this could be a really great little sort of Christmas gift for other people for next year. So I'm telling myself that this is us just testing it out for other people. But yeah, aren't they so beautiful? And obviously they've got the string here, so you could kind of hang them off of like your clothes rails and that. But as I said, we get very, very warm here, so I just don't want anything to melt and then ruin my clothes. But look at that. And so it's got the sort of roses in the wax. That is so beautiful.
Dried roses.
Yeah, they're dried. The smell is very strong. It's just, yeah, a very beautiful, almost powdery rose smell. Lovely. But yes, so that is the deliveries for today. I just thought I'd give you a little close-up look. Can you see the roses, the dried rose buds there? Sort of in the melted wax. Aren't they gorgeous? As I said, with the stainless steel fry pan, similar, I'll give you an update. I'll let you know how I get on with them and whether I sort of think that they are worth getting as maybe a gift for someone or even a little gift for yourself to sort of scent drawers and wardrobes and that. But the packaging is gorgeous. Like the actual box that it came in was really pretty. And then obviously these little wax tablets are stunning. So I am just popping outside very quickly into the cottage garden. I've got my harvest basket. I just want to do a very quick cucumber hunt. I know there are some cucumbers on there because, I don't know if you can see that. That is about to hit us. It's the weirdest weather at the moment, but yes, that storm is coming this way. So I thought I would very quickly race out while I can. Very quickly. How gorgeous are the Mediterranean roses looking? I don't have time to give you a bit of a updated garden tour today, but maybe we'll do that in maybe like the next video. Or gosh, look at how beautiful. Oh, you can see those storm clouds. Okay, focusing. So yeah, just making our way over. Oh, can see the bees are going back into the hive. No doubt they can sense, like, you know, the atmospheric pressure or whatever it might be. Okay, so we'll come to this one first. I'm sure all the garden is going to love getting some rain. If I just, hopefully that will balance. And I'm just checking. You can see we've got a few here. There's two there. There's another one just there at the back. Oh, there's one at the top here. So I'm just going to very quickly harvest those, and then we'll head over to the other cucumber on this one and harvest those ones as well. We'll just check. I'm not sure if it's got as many. I think it's got one tucked around the back that I can kind of see from here. But yeah, let's get these in before I get rained on. So I ended up finding 6 cucumbers on the one vine. Gosh, they've just done so well this year. Oh, I've been enjoying cucumbers. And also, just as I'm making my way over to the other cucumber vine, you can see here that the onions are almost ready. I've sort of just left them out just to try and kind of dry out a little bit and kind of finish off. And then I will be harvesting these. I think I've harvested 3 so far and I have enjoyed those. I put them in a stew. They did really well. So these ones shouldn't be too far off. Gosh. I can see another massive one. Can you see it? Just there at the back. And I think there's another one at the back as well. So I'm actually going to get into the garden bed to get those ones. And hoping the rain is going to hold off for another couple of minutes. The wind is really starting to pick up. Oh. Well, 2 cucumbers from that vine, but look how massive it is. Oh, oh, he's huge. All right, oi. If you can hear the wind, it's really picking up now. All right, it is actually starting to spit, so I'm going to take my little cucumber haul and head inside and wait for this storm to pass. And inside in just enough time, I don't know if you can see, but it is starting to rain now. So hopefully the storms will kind of just pass overhead and then we might be able to pop it back outside and do a little bit of fertilizing or something like that. I definitely will do. There's been quite a few updates in the cottage garden, so I definitely will do like a bit of an updated cottage garden tour with you in the coming weeks. But oh, the rain, the plant's going to be loving that. It has been so terribly humid the last couple of days. I'm talking like 85% humidity during the day. It's been very, very warm, so hopefully these storms will kind of break that, and the plant's going to love these little showers. Well, you can see that rain from earlier has certainly blown away now. Gosh, look at those gorgeous pink skies. Oh, they're so gorgeous. Oh, and the temperature. The humidity has definitely reduced, which is very much appreciated because goodness me has it been hot. Oh. Gosh, the crepe myrtle is just looking spectacular. I know I keep showing it to you and you're probably sick of seeing her, but soon, very, very soon, she will be losing all her flowers, and then for me in Australia, she's going to be heading into winter dormancy. You can hear all the birds getting settled. It is quite late. It's about 7 p.m. at the moment. Got all the birds and the cicadas. I did just want to show you very quickly, if I can get around, dodge the 500 spider webs. If I turn around and just show you, I don't know if, can you see like how the crepe myrtles like hangs right in the pathway there? Which is slightly inconvenient. Oh, little solar lights are turning on. The camera actually makes it look a lot brighter than what it is. Gosh, it's so pretty, little Nigel. And what I wanted to show you is these. How beautiful. We've got, look at that, like look at the design of those petals. They are just perfection. And then, look at these. Isn't that stunning? Anywho, I thought I would just very quickly share those with you because I saw them and just, oh, so beautiful. But I think I am actually going to bring this video to a close, and what I might actually do is in the next video, maybe we will, I don't want to make any promises, but maybe we will do a little bit of a cottage garden update because there have been quite the number of changes and new bits and pieces in. So I will bid you farewell. Thank you as always so much for joining me. I really enjoy spending the time with you. Oh, listen to all the birds. But yeah, alright, well I will see you next week. I hope you will join me on Wednesday. Bye.